Good morning. It's Thursday. We are going to work on some slow and surrendering postures for the next 45 minutes to an hour. For the low back, the hips, some things to aid in our digestive system. So we'll begin in a seated position just for a few moments. Just to check out, just to let our bodies relax. And if you would take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, just check into the body. See if you can find out where you're holding tension this morning. And if you've chosen to do this in the evening or during the afternoon, same thing. Just see where you are holding tension in the body. Close the eyes, let the hips become heavy. Let the shoulders soften. Take a full breath into the nose. Open mouth, exhale out. Just check in with the body. Soften the shoulders, soften the eyes, soften the jawline, the arms down at your sides. Three or four deep breaths here. Remembering to fill up lower, middle, and upper, and empty lower, middle, and upper. Feel the expansion in each region as you fill and exhale and release. No plans for the day. We have right now. Nothing else is promised. Things can change in an instant. So focus here and now on you. Then just gently begin just that gentle movement of the head to the left. Inhale slowly back to center, taking the head over to the right. Back to center, inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply. We inhale to that center point. We exhale to the right. Inhale center and exhale left. Just slow, gentle movement on the cervical spine as we begin. And then coming back to that neutral position, head down to the right armpit, just a gentle stretch again in the back side of the cervical spine, and to center, over to the left, chin just tucked slightly If you were to open your eyes, gaze would be down towards the hip crease. So just very slow motion, slow movement. Remember keeping that length, if we can, to the spine as we sit comfortably. Just a couple more. Back to that center point. And then the slow nod backwards. And then chin to chest. Back. And chin to chest. Slow movement. Very slow movement. And back to that center point. So we will begin with just a few jatis for the warm-ups to our hips. And make sure that you have a few blankets or blocks or things for support later, but we're going to begin with 20 or 30 seconds in each of these places with some movement. So just very simply sitting up tall with our elbows away from the body, hands at the hips, just kind of take the hands and tuck them in behind the hips. And we're just going to swing the legs. Let me back up a little bit so it's a little easier to see. And just taking the legs and just swinging them back and forth. Just a little movement here, moving some energy into the body, but also bringing that synovial fluid into the hip joints. Jatis are those warm-ups that we do to just create gentle energies in the subtle, energetic body. There's just very subtle movements. So we just go easy on the body. And then, again, seated up tall, let's take the knees up now. I think maybe this might be better. You might be able to see. The first set that we were doing was just a simple roll back and forth. And then this is just taking the knees up and down. We're going to get into those hips a little bit and a little bit of work into just relaxing the abdomen. So we're going to focus here on the lower part of the body this morning. Very gentle movements. And then when we come back for our next little bit of movement, we're going to be able to draw the knee into the chest and find some flexion with the ankle. So if we extend the left leg, bring the right leg in as snug as we can. Remember, sit up nice and tall. Bring that leg in close to the body and just work on that right ankle. Just find a little movement. Since we're focusing on the lower torso, lower extremities, that's where our work will be. So again, flexion and extension of the ankle, a few circles. We're also really bringing that awareness to the hip. And then extend that right leg out long. Let's find the left. Bring the left in. Nice and snug. Again, remember, sit up tall. We want to keep that long spine. Work on that left ankle. Flexion and extension. circles. Remember both directions. Extend it out and lengthen. Now this last one we'll be doing, or not last, but the next one, we're gonna bring that right knee back into the chest. Maybe we find our ankle. Maybe we can find that big toe. Sit up tall, lift the sternum, open that leg out, and just find those movements again in that hip joint. We're lubricating that hip joint. We're creating that movement before we find some soft, surrendering, relaxing places in those hips to visit and let the belly relax. If the big toe is just not accessible, completely okay to find the calf. We're still getting the movement. Be gentle with the body. Relax the shoulder. Make sure that we don't have a lot of tension in that shoulder. And release. Let's find the left side. Give yourself a moment. Maybe bring that knee in tight. Into the outside of the foot. And maybe this is what we've got. Knee can stay bent. Doesn't have to necessarily be straightened out. I really like to straighten my leg out as much as possible because then I get the added benefit of a nice hamstring stretch. So if you can with the calf, great. If not, not a big issue. What works for your body? Yoga is for everybody. So not just certain postures, modifications can be done all the time. So do what's best for you. The most important thing is that you're on the mat and you're attempting to take care of your body. Finding moments for you, self-care. And all these things that we do to take care of our bodies impact us so many ways. What impacts us and what happens within us also impacts those around us. So let's come back to that center point. We're going to find Bhadrasana. So coming in, drawing the feet in, sole to sole, and just find your hands around the ankles, maybe the feet, you can interlace your fingers, wrap your hands around the feet. Again, lots of options. Remember, sit up tall. Nice long spine, just as if you were having this nice big stretch all the way through the crown of the head. Flutter those butterfly wings. And beautiful ability to lubricate those hip joints. Nice. And then release. What we're going to do from here is sit forward again, long spine. This is going to get into those hip joints, also into the groin. We're going to firm our belly, so a little compression by drawing the navel into spine, finding that firmness through the belly. So anytime we connect transverse abdominal muscles that run across to our belly, Anytime we draw the pelvic floor in, navel in, we create this beautiful belt called our core that helps us protect our lumbar spine. So seated here, find those focus points. We're going to extend our arms out nice and long and just gently reach and rock forward. Very gentle, about 10 to 20 times. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we move forward. Just soft and subtle. And note any tension where you might have tightened, where you might have found your body start to tighten up. Dry and soften. And release the arms. Slowly extend the legs out long, and maybe just take a moment to shake the legs out again, up and down. And back and forth. Beautiful. So as we come forward for our next posture, it's going to be a beautiful yin posture to open up again into a wide-legged forward fold. So what I'd like you to do is, if you have anything that you need for support, maybe a blanket under the sit bones, would be a beautiful, beautiful addition to tipping the pelvis forwards. So take the legs wide. Take another blanket maybe if you need, depending again on what your body says to you today. So we're going to place whatever support we might need, and this may be really too low for you. Build it up with blocks, bolsters, pillows, whatever works for you. Bring it up nice and high. I want you to be able to relax, but I also want you to be able to come forward. So let's check in with our hips. Toes point to the sky. We're taking our legs as wide as is comfortable for your body this morning. Check in with the hamstrings. If you find that your hamstrings are a little too tight, point the toes. That takes some of the tension off the hamstrings and the inner groin. So pointing the toes away from the body. If you want that additional stretch and your hamstrings feel good, point the toes to the sky. We're going to take a full breath, relaxing the shoulders down the back, slowly coming forward, hands in front of you, gentle, gentle, gentle movements to the body. So taking your time here, take a long, deep inhale into the body. Exhale, maybe come forward a little more. Sit with it. Become aware of how your body feels in this posture. There's nothing that says we have to get down to the floor or we have to be in a certain place. We have to be where our body will allow us to be right now. And as you breathe, settle in. Notice. And if you can this morning, close your eyes with these practices that we're working on. I really want you to focus on your inner body awareness. I want you to notice where tension happens. I want you to notice when it comes to that point, that frustration from sitting in this space for too long starts to get to you. And I want you to breathe through that. So take your time, long, deep, beautiful breaths that completely take you inward. Awareness of all your body and how it works. If your legs are too far apart, bring them back in. Find your place for this posture. We're going to hold it for a few moments. So sit with it. Wherever it is you land, those deep breaths will allow you to soften even deeper. Every inhale creating space for your body to surrender to. When you find your edge, let your shoulders, your neck, your head come forward and soften. Sit with it and soften. So we're getting a beautiful hamstring stretch. We're getting a compression on the abdomen, all the organs in the abdomen. We're breathing into the kidney spaces in the low back. Sit with it, don't give up. Long, deep breath. Focus on that breath. Breathe ease into the body. Find patience with yourself. Three more. Deep, deep breaths. Nice. Hands in front of you. Don't force and come up all at once. Please slowly walk the hands up. Stacking the vertebrae one at a time. Head will come up last. Let's bring the legs. So taking the time here, taking very, very much awareness to the knees, the groin. Let's just take our hands under the knees, scoop them up. They've been here for a while. Very gentle. Heel toe it in. Nice. Let's give yourself a squeeze. Walk the feet right on into the body. Nice big squeeze. Wrap around the arms. Find your elbows maybe if they're available. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Get a nice compression on the belly. Take 3 deep, deep breaths. Beautiful, and release. Our next practice is going to be, or our next little, it's a vinyasa flow, and don't let that frighten you. Vinyasa means movement or flow. So this one is going to be on our backs. It's another one that works on the digestive system, helps calm it and balance it, but also in the mornings when done, it's very energizing to get to the digestive system, getting it moving for you. So I learned this from a lady who did this at Kripalu, and forgive me, I forget her name at the moment, but it was a beautiful class. So many of you may have done this with me before, but we're going to work on that next. I'll demo for you what this looks like, and I think I'll lie this way so that you can see. If you need a blanket under the head, feel free. It's a nice support to the cervical spine, but we're going to be extending the legs out long, and just pause here for a moment. We'll bring the knee in, draw it in nice and tight, and just watch for a moment. I'll demo and then I'll walk you through it. Knee comes into the chest. Inhale, extend it up to the sky. We'll bring it back into the chest. We're going to open that knee out to the side. We're going to then bring it across the body into a gentle twist with that right arm out. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, all the way down to the earth, and repeat with the left leg. So if you would, find yourselves on your backs. And we'll work through this together. Make sure you have enough space to find that gentle twist. Lie down. Take a full inhale in, exhale, right knee comes into the chest, give it a little squeeze. So we're pressing down on the abdomen, the right side, all those organs. Inhale, extend the right leg to the sky, nice and long. Take advantage of that hamstring stretch. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open that knee out to the right side. Exhale, bring that right knee right across the body to the floor or close on the left. We get a nice twist here in the belly. Right arm reaches out, nice twist in the spine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale the knee back into the chest. Inhale, extend the leg long. Exhale all the way down, slow and controlled to the earth. Take a full inhale into the body. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Inhale to the sky, lengthen. Exhale, draw it back in. We're finding the left side of the abdomen here. Inhale, open it out to the left side. Exhale, we're taking it across the body. Right hand can help bring that left knee to the earth. Let the head look over the left shoulder, extend the left arm. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knee to the belly. Inhale, reach long through that heel, straight to the sky. Exhale, soft and slow all the way to the earth. We're gonna do this 2 more times on each side. So take a full inhale in. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Complete exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to the abdomen. Draw it into the chest and abdomen. Squeeze. Inhale, open it out nice and wide. Exhale, take it across the chest. Find a twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, back to the chest. Inhale, extend that leg long to the sky. Exhale, slowly all the way to the ground. Nice. Inhale in. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Inhale, lengthen to the sky. Exhale, into the body. Inhale, open it out to the left side. Exhale, all the way across the body. Take that twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, draw that knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, all the way to the earth. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, right knee comes into the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Back to the body. Inhale, open it to the right. Exhale, take the twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the chest. Inhale, reach to the sky with the heel. Exhale, lower all the way to the earth. Full breath in. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, knee into that chest. Massage that belly. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, take it all the way across. Find your twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knee into the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Pause here in Shavasana for 3 full breaths. Feel the belly rise and fall. So we're getting into those hip joints. We're massaging the abdomen. We're activating things. But we're also calming. So create balance. Next breath, we're going to walk the feet up. Draw the knees in, up in Asana. So we just find both knees into the belly. Take those deep breaths. We can extend hands on the knees out. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale. Open the knees out. Exhale, draw them in. Wind relieving pose. So exhaling, we're creating that movement and that motion, massaging the belly, massaging the intestines. We're massaging the kidneys. One more. And then let's place the feet right on the earth. And what I'd like for you to do at this point, we're going to find JP twist. So we're going to really wring out this area in the abdomen a little bit. So by doing this, if you'd like, bring a block or a blanket. Sometimes I'll demo this for you so that you can see where we're going, so you'll know easily and be able to determine if you need some extra support. We're going to bring those feet up. And again, hands can be down, palms down. Slowly bringing the knees over to the right to help stabilize you. Now, if your knees don't quite make it all the way over, we can support them with a block. If you have a big gap here, we can also put a block between the knees. Either way, whatever works for you best, find your support. We're going to reach that left arm out, the opposite arm out. We can bring our right hand up as a little support. We can take it even deeper and find a deeper massage to the abdomen by bringing those feet out a little further and up closer. So the closer we have the knees to the body, the feet up towards the shoulders, we're really getting in and wringing out the organs here. So what I'd like for you to do is find that flat back on the earth. Knees bent. Find your toes kind of hovering above the knees. We're going to take our arms out at our sides, palms down, so we have that stability to slowly engage the core. And on an exhale, bring the knees all the way over to the right side. Pause here, see what works best for your body. Where do you want to be? Can you bring them up a little bit further? Do you need support between the knees? Left arm reaches all the way out. Make sure your left shoulder's supported. If you'd like, make use of this and find a twist in the cervical spine as well. We can bring our head all the way over to the left. If not, find comfort here and let your head lay right where it is on the right side. The important piece here is to breathe as deeply as you can. So take those deep breaths in and out of the body. On the exhale, exhale as deeply as you can. You're really contracting all the muscles in the abdomen. This is to envision this as wringing out all those organs. If you were able to get your hands into your belly and wring out all the organs, getting all the toxins, all the stagnant stuff that sits in our belly, in our intestines, everywhere. Big exhale, really wring them out, and then a full inhale, bringing in prana to those areas, all that healing energy, the blood supply to those areas. Three more deep, deep breaths, body awareness, taking care of yourself. Nice. One more big, big deep breath. If you've taken your head out to the side, bring it in softly and slowly. Take the time to scoop the knees up. Bring your left arm back across. Scoop the knees up with both hands. Draw them in. Bring yourself over. Protect your low back. We want to be easy. Knees into the chest. Take 3 breaths. Let's find the opposite side. Knees bent at that 90-degree bend. Arms out, palms down. Support yourself. Take an inhale, exhale, lower the knees to the left side. Determine what support you need. Determine if you need to walk the feet up a little bit. Left hand can rest on top of the right leg. Turn that palm on the right arm up. Where do you want to take your cervical spine? To the left for soothing comfort. To the right for that additional stretch. That additional twist in the cervical spine. Your choice. Settle in and breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths. Bring out those organs. I know that in this time of isolation, some of us are binge eating, some of us are eating out of fear. Some of us are eating out of boredom. Be mindful about what you put into your bodies right now. Take care of yourself. 3 more. Deep, deep breaths. Bring your head back to center if you've chosen to take it off to the opposite side. Bring that right arm over, left arm over, scoop the knees up, draw them back in slowly and softly back to center. Knees into the body in Apanasana, so pause here, maybe find those inhales and exhales, that bellows breath. Maybe you just hold it for a few breaths with the knees into the body, your choice. One more, big breath wherever you are. Beautiful, slowly. Roll to your right or left side and bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Join me for a seated posture. We're not so much seated. We're going to move into a kneeling posture. So this is called Vajrasana, Thunderbolts. So I'll demo 2 ways, and I'm going to show you with the heels. I'll turn around sideways so that you can see. You have a couple options here. And we're going to sit with it a while and do some breath work. But if we come back, the heels are together here. I don't know if you can, let's see if we can do this so that you can see. Heels are together. And we can sit up tall here. Now this is not some place that everybody often does, so sometimes there's some tension in top of the ankles, tops of the feet. We can also roll the heels out and sit between our heels. Choice is yours. I don't like with my back to you, but those are your options. If your knees give you grief, feel free to tuck a blanket between the hips and the heels and come up a little higher. If the tops of your feet and ankles don't agree with that stretch, same thing, feel free, and I'll show you because this might look a little easier if I show you. Place the tops of the feet on top of that blanket, just till the body gets used to being here. So find what works for you. Find what feels best for your body, because we'll be here for a few moments. But I'd like to talk about this posture a little bit. And again, I'm deepening my studies and my practice and my training so that I can be of service to you as students. There's so much more to all of these asanas, to all of this breath work that we do. So I'm really excited to share some of this with you. And this is again from the Gitananda system. Vajrasana, the compression, and this is really, if you stop to think about it, makes so much sense. So get seated first, get comfortable. When you know things tense up, breathe deeper. Find your hands maybe on your thighs, resting here. Maybe find that grounding mudra, ring finger and thumb together, earth, and sit. But I'd like whatever you choose to take those full breaths in and out of the body. One of my favorites for Vajrasana is simply finding Chinmaya Mudra, Chinmaya Mudra is bringing the fingers, the pointer finger and thumb, pad to pad, the other three together. Show you both ways so you see both side views. And bring the fingers in. This is Chinmaya Mudra. And we bring it into the hip creases. And we sit tall in Thunderbolt, Vajrasana. And breathe. We're sending all this beautiful prana to the torso area, the midsection of the body here. Close your eyes, sit with us, and let me tell you about this beautiful posture. Among the many benefits, Vajrasana is the best posture for pranayama, for breathing, because it keeps our spine erect. It allows for maximum lung expansion. So the pressure is lessened on the diaphragm and the abdominal region, and it's completely unrestricted here, allowing ease of breath. The compression of the leg muscles in this position inhibits partially, just partially, the blood flow flowing through the legs, which sends a greater volume of the blood to the abdominal organs. So this helps so much, in particular with digestive organs, liver afflictions, dyspepsia, heaviness, anyone with poor digestion, just a general lack of tone in the digestive tract. So this also will help the stomach to work with increased strength. So this is a great place to sit after a meal and take those deep breaths. Helps digest the food that we put into our mouths. Stretches the tops of the feet, stretches the tops of the ankles. And also, if we note, the heels pressing into the sit bones. Helps with sciatica. So we've got the pressure of the heel on that sit bone, the nerve running directly there, affecting the sciatic nerve. So this pose is so beautiful for your body in so many ways. Find it, find comfort in it, find Chinmaya Mudra and breathe. I know I've talked about this a while, but you've been seated in this position for a few moments. See if you can find comfort with it. If you can't, by all means, honor your body and come out and find a comfortable seat. Totally your call. Again, this is your practice. I'm just trying to give guidance. If you can give me 3 more beautiful breaths in and out of the body. And slowly come forward. Let's come forward to tabletop Brahmanasana and take a moment and just tap out the feet. So it looks like this. Just tap out the tops of the feet. Nice. So we're gonna come back to our backs again before we settle into Shavasana. And I'd like for you to bring any prop that you'd like. I'd like to do an inversion, so we'll do a simple Setu Bandhasana, and then your choice, maybe take legs up the wall, if you're comfortable with that. Or if you have a block handy, to slip it under the sacrum. But I'll walk you through those. Just make sure you have what you need handy. If you'd like to get closer to a wall, now's the time. So Setu Bandhasana, we'll come back to our backs and do bridge pose. Feet hip distance apart, walk them up so that we get some support here. Palms down on the earth. We're gonna simply just take a moment here to just flatten out the back. I'm gonna bring my arms out of the way. I don't know that you can even see my low back, but we'll take an inhale, exhale, flatten out the back on the earth, lifting the pelvis. Inhale, find that curve to the low back. Exhale, press the spine down into the earth. Flatten it out. Inhale, release. The next three, inhale, arms overhead. Lift. Press in with the feet. Knees straight out away from you. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time. Slowly come down. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, slowly come down. One more, inhale up. Pause here, really press into the earth. Make sure our knees don't flap open. We want our knees nice and strong, pointing to the wall away from us. Lift those hips, hold it here for 3 breaths. Slowly come up on the toes, lower all the way back down. Now's your chance if you want to move towards the wall for legs up the wall. If not, go ahead and bring your hips up into Setu Bandhasana. Slip that block underneath the hips, right at the sacrum. Lift the legs, bend the knees. We just want to reverse the circulatory process. So we've done a lot of work here. We want to bring all that nourishment back into the belly. If you're doing legs at the wall, we want to come to that wall with our left or right hip right up beside it. Swing around, slip the legs up the wall. We can always take a blanket to lift the hips, set them back down, and pause here. Arms can be outstretched. Whatever you've chosen, take time to breathe. Again, long, beautiful breaths. We're in no hurry. Our next pose is Shavasana. So taking the time that you need. I'd like to leave you in Shavasana for about 5 minutes today so that you have time to reap the benefits of your practice. 10 minutes would be better, but take as long as you like when we get to that point. But 5 minutes for sure. Take 3 or 4 more deep, deep breaths wherever you've landed. And slowly coming out of either legs at the wall, on that blocker against the wall, and bring your body out to Shavasana. Extend the arms and legs out long. Make sure that we lengthen the cervical spine. Let the feet flop out and open. Take those deep inhales and exhales. Let's find 3 together, cleansing breaths. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale it out. Last one. And exhale, open mouth. Settle in here. Let your body soften. Letting go of any tension in the face, any tension in the jaw, any tension in the shoulders. With each exhale, surrendering even deeper. Each inhale, finding beautiful refueling, recharging energy to the body. Let go and soften. Let go and let the earth hold you this morning. Soften the low back. Relax any tension in the hips. Any tension in the quads, the calves, the toes. Find those deep, beautiful breaths. Allow your body to come back to that natural state of breath. I'll bring you out shortly. Enjoy your Shavasana. Starting to deepen your breath. Invite in those gentle movements to the fingers and the toes. Take a big, yummy cat stretch if you need. Roll to your right side and pause there for a moment. In your resting period here, I want to read to you just a quick, again, my usual go-to, Mark Nepo's Book of Awakening. It's called Blood Reasons. If you don't know the kind of person I am, and I don't know the kind of person that you are, a pattern that others made may prevail in the world, and following the wrong God home, we may miss our star. That's by William Stafford. Like that old saying, water fills a hole. The ways of others will fill the space we live in if we don't fill that space with our own authentic presence. For a long time, I thought that keeping who I am to myself was the same thing as being myself quietly. I discovered it is not. Not that we have to verbalize or shout everything, but we do need to be fully aware here the way a cliff accepts a wave, the way a stem of clover grows into the one patch of light left in the forest, the way corn sweats its sweet moisture when no one is looking. In truth, there are always two blood reasons to be who we are. It is how we find love, and it is how we keep the ways of others from sweeping us away. If you don't know the kind of person I am, and I don't know the kind of person you are, a pattern that others made may prevail in the world, and following the wrong God home, we may miss our star. William Stafford. Bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Join me to close today with our hands in at our heart space. Bow your head, smile. Inside and out, close your eyes. And let's honor each other and the differences in each other and the strengths in each other. Take care today, my friends. Thank you for joining me. In love, light, and awareness, I honor each of you in your presence, with or without me. Namaste. Blessings. I love each of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.